Alright, hi, my name is Cadet Bell. Today I'm going to be teaching you basic stationary unarmed regulation drill. That sounds like a lot of words. Just to put it really basic, or really simply, it's just basic drill. So it's like the lowest level, it's the foundation for all the other types of drill. Some of this is going to be, some of you might know it, or this might be a review. For others, it's going to be brand new, and obviously through the video, we can't really help you that much, but just reach out to us and we'll do our best. A couple things to remember: be patient with yourself, especially on some of the faces that are later in the video. Just be patient. Again, we can't help you that well from far away, but this is just so you can practice on your own. Feel free to reach out to any of us. You're going to need drill for, regardless of if you're on armed or unarmed drill, regardless if you're on drill at all, you're going to use it in class, like during ceremonies, during competitions. You're going to use it a lot. So hopefully this video can be helpful for you, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Alright, so drill uses commands. Commands just tell you what to do. There's two parts to every command. It's going to be the preparatory command, which tells you what to do, and then the command of execution, which tells you basically when to do it. So for example, right face, I'm going to talk about that later. Right is the preparatory command, so you know you're going to go to your right. That helps, that gives you a second to think about it. And then face is the command of execution, so that's when you would actually move. Trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, basically just the biggest thing about that is you can't move until you get the second part of the word. The second word, not part of the word. So again, if I use the right face example, when giving the command, it's going to sound like this: right, face. There's a little pause in between, which gives you an extra second to think about it and process it, and then you move after the second command is called. So if you hear right and you're like, oh, it's going to be a right face, then you move, you're too early. Because what if it wasn't a right face? 9 times out of 10, you could probably assume what the command will be. But so just don't move until you hear the second part. Yeah, okay, that's it. Alright, first we're going to do position of attention. This is it's the easiest to get. This is the base for all the other movements. You're going to use this for everything. Regardless of whether you're on drill team, you're going to use it in class. On other teams, you're going to use it a lot. So, feet are at a 45-degree angle, just like this. Your hands, you're going to close your fists. Your thumb goes on the front. It's if you're looking at it, your thumb is on top. It's not underneath, it's not tucked inside, it's on top. Your thumb, I don't have a seam on these pants, but if you do, on a pair of jeans, you take the inside of your thumb here and you line it up with the line that goes down the side of your pants. So both hands do that. From here, your facial expressions, you have a blank face. You're not smiling, you're not looking around. You have a blank face, you're looking straight ahead. Again, so with this, your eyes are not looking around, your head is especially not moving. If you have a hair in your face or something, you just leave it. You're not messing with it. Position of attention, so I'm going to stop talking so you can see it, but it looks like this. Again, you're just standing very still. Your knees, this is really important, and you're going to hear this all the time. Do not lock your knees. It happens. If you stand for too long with your knees locked, your legs are fully extended, you're going to pass out. It's going to cut off the circulation, and we don't want that. So at the position of attention, bend your knees just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a tiny bit. So you can't really tell, but my legs aren't locked right now. Just bend them just a little bit so you don't end up passing out. Anyway, so again, fists are closed, aligned with the seam of your pants. Your shoulders, you're not slouched over, push them back a little bit so it looks strong. You're looking straight ahead. That's position of attention. Alright, so next is going to be present arms. That's just the salute. So everything, position of attention. You're going to, like I said, it's the base for everything else. You have to be the position of attention. So my hands, again, are at my side. They're pinned down. Present arms, it looks like this. Present arms. My hand goes straight up to my head, or to my face, and then it goes right back down. So, For the hand positioning, I'm gonna come up closer so you can see it. Your fingers, again, are together. Your thumb is like flat. It's not tucked underneath. It's flat and like in line with your other fingers. When you're doing present arms, there's a lot of very minor details to pay attention to. Your left hand stays exactly how it is at the side. Your right hand is the one doing the salute always. So from here, I align my middle finger with the edge of my eyebrow, and your thumb, again, is flat. Your hand needs to be tilted down, like towards your face more. You don't want it facing up or like almost this, because you can probably see like part of my palm from here, which you don't want, so tilt it down. This is what present arms looks like. So I'll do it again. Present arms. To go to present arms, you go straight up. You're not going like this. You just go straight up. From here, your wrist is flat. It's not like pointed up like this. So your wrist is flat. Your elbow isn't super high. It's like at a normal level. And your elbow creates a 45-degree angle. One more time. Present arms. From here, to go back down is order arms. So you just go back to the position of attention. Order arms. Like going up, your hand goes straight down. You're not circling from here. You don't like circle and go down. It just goes straight down. One more thing, so from present arms, when you go down, you're not like hitting your leg. You're just going straight down. Okay, so the whole thing together. Present arms. Sorry, it goes up. And then to go back down to order, order arms. Again, there's a lot of minor details for that, but that's just the basic movement. We'll help you clean it up later, so just focus on getting that motion. Alright, next is parade rest. You can use this like during ceremonies and during inspections. It's just a way to stand a little bit more relaxed than at the position of attention. So, like everything, you're going to start from the position of attention. So you're here. The command looks like this. Parade rest. And then you would go back to attention. So, it's really simple. There was no spinning or anything. I just took my left foot and I stepped out. You step out at shoulder width apart. You're not going too far, and you're also not going too skinny. So shoulder width apart. Your hands behind you, they look like this. Your right hand is always going to be on top of your left with your thumbs interlocked. Your fingers are together. They're not like sticking out. They're always tight. So I'll do it again. So it looks like this. Parade rest. My hands, they just go right up and they rest on the small of your back. They're not too low and they're not too high up. They're just on the small of your back right here. To go from parade rest back to position of attention. You can't do any movements from parade rest except for at ease, but I'm not going to go over that right now. So from parade rest, you can go back to position of attention. You moved your left foot to step out, so you have to step back underneath your left foot. You can't move your right foot from here. So, from parade rest. I'm one person, so I'm going to be addressed as a detail. That is my preparatory command for this. And attention is going to be the command of execution, so that's when I'll move. So it's going to look like this. Detail, attention. Steps right back. I'm not doing this. You're not dragging your foot on the ground. No, you're not doing that. Same thing when you go out, you're not sliding. You're picking it up just enough to get it back to position of attention without making a lot of noise. So again, from parade rest, detail, attention. So back to the position of attention. My hands go right back to the side. Prior to the command, when parade, as the preparatory command is called, your hands aren't doing anything. Some people get the impression that when you hear parade, you can like stick your hands out to get them ready to go behind you. You're not going to do that. You don't do anything at all until you hear rest for the command of execution. So all together, parade rest. Left foot steps out, so left foot's going to go back in. Detail, attention. Right back. From behind, just so you can see it from this way. My left foot moves. This time it's going to look right. This is my left. So, from the position of attention, parade rest. And then to go back to attention, detail, attention. Good. I turned my head just so you could see, or so you could hear me, but your head would always be facing the front. Like everything else, like position of attention, from parade rest, your eyes are straight ahead. Your head is facing forward. You're not turning your head and looking around. From here, my eyes aren't looking. You're not doing anything. You are focused, straight ahead, and you have bearing. Okay, so we're gonna do basic bases. I'm gonna start with going to the right. In the video, that's gonna look like my left, but think of it from my point of view, so I'm going to my right, so as the driller. So like everything else, you start from the position of attention. The right face looks like this. So to break it down, we're gonna go, you're gonna start your, if it helps, you're gonna take your right heel, you're gonna lift it up, and you're going on the toe of your left foot. So you can lift your left heel off the ground. And you turn your body. And then you bring your left heel back up to your right foot, back to the position of attention, facing the right now. So again, you lift your right heel off the ground, and then you go on the toe of your left, you turn, you close. So with the command, like I talked about earlier, you're gonna have preparatory commands and commands of execution. So there's like a little pause in between the words. So right is the command of, or the preparatory command, and face is the command of execution. So right, face. So it looks like one more time. Right, face. Alright, so I forgot to say this earlier, but when you do the faces, your hands, they're pinned to your side. So you're going from position of attention facing one way to facing another. When you do the faces, never go like this and like swing your arms out. You're not like undoing them and putting them back. You're not like winding up and going into it. Your hands stay tight the whole time. There should never, like if somebody was to like take a piece of paper and try and put it between your arm and your body, they shouldn't be able to do it. Your arms are tight, your hands are pinned to your side. The other thing was, when you practice, if you want to face, just keep going. Do it again, go back, and go back, and then you can go the other way. One more, and then you can go backwards. Just like come up with a system. I would suggest going, so if you want to do right face, sorry, that was messy, but if you want to do right face, go like this. Don't reset every single time. You can go from here, go right face, go back to left face. So you get used to putting them together because like sometimes in classes or wherever really, you're gonna get them back to back, so it's never gonna be, okay, reset, time to do the whole thing again. And then, so just put them back to back, that helps with getting a flow with it, and it'll help you get more comfortable with it. Alright, next we're going to do about face. That just means I'm going to turn around 180 degrees, so just face the other direction. This is definitely one of the hardest stationary movements, so don't be too hard on yourself if you can't get it. Just takes practice. So like everything, I'm going to demonstrate it first, and then I'll break it down. So it looks like this. About face. Okay, so to break it down, again, you're gonna spin to your right every time, so you're never gonna spin to your left. So spinning to your right means you're gonna keep your left foot where it is. All your left foot is gonna do is spin. So you're gonna be on the heel of your left foot for this. Your right foot is gonna be the one moving. Your right foot is gonna step back behind you. It's not directly behind your toes, but it's gonna be off to the side a little bit. So you want to have a straight leg, so you step back, and then you turn around, and your heels will, if you do it correctly, your heels will return back to that 45-degree angle, and you'll be facing the other direction at the position of attention. So I'm going to have my cameraman show you from the side. Come here. So I start facing the front at the 45-degree angle. My right leg steps back. I'm not bending my leg and like planting it. I'm just stepping back. I'll turn it around. And my heels, again, are back at that 45-degree angle. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing now going to the left. So it's the exact opposite of what you just did. To demonstrate, even though it looks the same, I'll show you again. It's gonna be left, face. So you can see exactly what I did going to the right, I just did to the left. So to break it down, you're going to go on the heel of your left foot this time, and the toe of your right foot. So you can lift your left toes off the ground, then the toe of your right, and turn. Like close. You're going right back to that 45-degree angle, so back to the position of attention, just facing whichever direction. So I'll do it again. Left, face. All right, one more time. So heel of whichever direction you're going is the heel you're gonna face on. So I'm going to the left this time. So again, on the left heel, toe of the right foot, left, face. Good. If it helps, you can look at your feet. Right now it's not a big deal because you're learning. So if it helps, look at your feet to see what you're doing. Sometimes that'll help you with the muscle memory as well. Okay, so again for the about faces, just to add on a little bit. So again, getting the footing right is really difficult if you understep it. So if you don't step back enough, your heels are gonna like do this weird little overlap in the back, which you don't want. But if you step too far and you go out like too wide, you're gonna end like this and your feet are not at that 45-degree angle. So again, just be patient. You're gonna take, again, right foot, just go straight back. So it just takes practice, but you'll get used to it.